I really don't know why I do this to myself every time. I don't. I don't know why. I seem to have a certain hope or expectation for every offseason, and inevitably I get let down. I don't know why I'm surprised or shocked about it anymore. I don't know why I let it get to me or bother me. Water in the duck's back. Yeah, well, I ain't no duck, and there's no water in here. There's plenty of water out here. I mean, it's been raining for 5 days straight, but I don't know why I let these things get to me. And a couple of things right off the bat, because here come the comments down there. Demetris Robertson is not a bad kid. He's not some kind of mastermind criminal. That's not what this is about at all. This has nothing to do with any of that. He's a great kid, I'm sure. And God knows I've made my fair share of mistakes, much worse than anything Demetris Robertson's ever done. This doesn't have anything to do with him in particular. It's just every offseason. And again, I know it's not that big of a deal. It took a parking boot off of a car. Woo, whoopity whoop. They charged him with a felony and a misdemeanor. We all know the felony's going away. I mean, it's not going to happen. This thing will get settled or pled down, or however it works. And, he'll pay some kind of fine and community service, whatever it is. There's a list of things a mile long you can do worse than removing or stealing or taking or whatever he did, a parking boot off of a car. I don't really know why he needed the boot. He's got boots for hands, this Demetris Robertson. I don't know what happened to this kid, Demetris Robertson. That's really what I should be upset about, is the fact that he can't catch a pass in Athens, Georgia. I don't understand it. The guy, comes out in 2016, whatever it is, out of the Savannah area. Georgia wanted him bad. Kirby wanted him bad. He gave us the finger. Epic meltdown. I completely lost my mind with the Demetris Robertson recruitment. And honestly, Demetris, people ask me about recruiting all the time, and I say I can't. I can't do the follow recruiting thing, where you start looking at every single kid Georgia's targeting from the time they're in 11th grade and follow them, and oh my God, a top 5 list. Oh, a top 3 list. Oh, he put out an Instagram with a green magic marker in the background. That means he's going to Florida. I can't do all that. My blood pressure and heart rate and all that. I can't follow along with that stuff. And the two primary reasons why I had to stop Demetris Robertson and Aubrey Solomon, these two individuals, I'll just say that to protect your feelings. But I don't know what happened to this guy. Everybody wanted him coming out of high school. He gives the finger, goes to Cal. You guys remember his recruitment, right? He didn't sign on signing day in February. Oh, I can't make up my mind. I need another couple of months to think about it. May comes around. This dude goes to the College Football Hall of Fame. The College Football Hall of Fame? He goes to the College Football Hall of Fame to announce his commitment to Cal. I lost my friggin' mind. You guys remember he had some surprise set up, and it was a black sheet over the top of it. He rips the sheet off, and it's supposed to be a picture that says Cal on it, but the picture was upside down, so it said like lack or something. It was just, the whole thing was a mess. He goes to Cal. 800 yards receiving this guy had as a freshman at Cal. 800. Say what you want. Defenses, the type of offense they run, whatever. Okay, I get it. He leaves Cal, comes to Athens. This guy, this guy couldn't catch coronavirus at an orgy in a nursing home. This Demetris Robertson, since he got to Athens. That's what I should be upset about. This guy can't catch a cold. This Demetris Robertson. Had all the potential in the world, quick, fast, would have been a great slot receiver. What do? We put him in a game 2 or 3 times and let him run a damn jet sweep or drop or every once in a while we'll let him run into the end zone so he has a chance to drop a pass. But, it's like I said, it's not even that with him getting charged with the boot thing. It's every offseason this has to happen with somebody at Georgia. Maybe it's because Georgia is my favorite team, so I follow them closer than anyone else. Maybe there's somebody at Alabama that gets arrested every single year. I don't know. Or Tennessee or Florida or South Carolina or Ohio State or Clemson or whatever. And I just don't know. But what I do know is that we can't make it through one off season without something like this happening. We just can't. Go back to last year. It was, who was it? Devontae Wyatt. Year before that, Jeremiah Holloman. I mean, it's just, it's always something. And again, I know these aren't bad kids. These are college kids like everybody else. They make mistakes. They learn. They go on. I'm not condemning these kids at all. I just want to make it through one off season. That's all. That's it. Because I have to hear about everything. You got to understand, this is a trash talk channel. So if somebody from Georgia gets a jaywalking ticket, I got people showing up in my mentions everywhere in the comment section here and Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else with, oh my God, Georgia is criminal U, signing nothing but felons, you know, and I get tired of hearing it. And if I'm going to be serious for a second, Demetris Robertson, in my opinion, not a key or integral part of Georgia's 2021 season. For whatever reason, he hasn't been able to get it together, and I don't see any reason why the light bulb will suddenly come on this year. But this is the last possible year for it to happen for D-Rob ever. So you would think that this guy would spend every waking second thinking about one of two different things. Number one, what can I do today to get better at football in the fall? And then do that. And number two, don't get in any trouble. That's what you have to be thinking. This was a 5-star wide receiver, athlete, however he was classified coming out. Like I said, everybody wanted him from Notre Dame to Georgia Tech to, of course, Cal. A very smart, bright kid. Could have got into any college academically, never mind football. You would think with the years that have been squandered in his college career, knowing this is his last opportunity coming up in 2021, you would think he would be doing everything humanly possible to A, get better at football every single day, do something every day to get better. That's good life advice, by the way. Advice that I don't always follow, but it's something that I always keep in the back of my mind. Do something today to make yourself better tomorrow. And this is something I do have to follow every day. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble, Lou. Lou's had his fair share of trouble. So, it's a mindset and a mentality that you have to have. Not everybody has that, and I get that. And for all I know, D-Rob has plans and hopes and dreams and goals that have nothing to do with football once his time in Athens is over. And that's fine. That's fine. But you're a part of a team. And attitudes, mentalities, and thought processes of a team trickle down from the top. And it seems like coaches, senior leaders, which D-Rob should be one, would be, constantly reminding people, do the right thing, stay out of trouble. It's every single year. It's just every single year. And again, does this mean that, oh my God, now we're going to go 6-6 because we don't have Demetris Robertson? No, that's not what it's about. It's about the attitude and the mentality of the program. And I'm not saying this means the program has the wrong attitude or mentality, but it's a sign that it might. When every single offseason there is something like this happening. Now, D-Rob's not a starter, and in my opinion, honestly, won't contribute much next year anyway. But go back to last year, Devontae Wyatt. Now, I think the charges ended up getting dropped on him, so let's set that aside. But Jeremiah Holloman, the year that he got kicked off the team, that offseason, was our leading returning receiver. It's just, it boggles the mind. The opportunities that are squandered by some of these people. And again, I know D-Rob's not going to be a huge part of our plans or what we're doing most likely in 2021. But my concern is that the mentality or the attitude around the program isn't where it needs to be when you have things like this happening every single offseason. You don't hear about this stuff happening from the time spring practice starts till the time it ends. They're busy. They're at practice. They're doing this. They're doing that. You don't hear about this happening in summer camp or fall practice or during the season. It's always when there's nothing going on. And here we are a couple of weeks away from spring practice, and we get our first one here with D-Rob. I don't know what. Remove the parking boot. Bro, pay the fine and move on. Pay the parking boot fine and move on, sir. You ripped the parking boot off, and I guess he took the parking boot with him. What do? You collecting parking boots? I don't know. It's just, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Games in December and January, are won in February, March, April, May, June, July, August. That's when those big games at the end of the season are won. You're not winning a national title game because you have one good week of practice leading into a national title game. You're not winning an SEC title game because you have one good week of practice heading into an SEC title game. You're not winning a big game on the road in the SEC because you practiced really hard the week leading up to that game. No, you win those big games because every single person associated with that program from the top to the bottom is 100% bought in February, in March, in April, in May, in June, July, and August. Not just when there's games being played. So go ahead. Hit me with all the stuff in the comments section about all the arrests we've had and thug you and criminal this and felon that and, you know, whatever. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? I don't know what can I say? I'm sure I'm overreacting. I don't know. Have a great day.